So I woke up this morning and I thought about my high school basketball experience. I graduated high school, shout out to the 313, Oak Park High School, in 1987. And I was the only white guy on the team. And when I woke up this morning, I don't know why, but I thought about how accepting my teammates were of me. And I saw a video the other day where this white woman sent her son to a new school, and he was the minority, just like I was on the basketball team. And how accepting the people of color at that school were. And she commented about how if it was the other way around, she's not so sure that that would have been the case. And I don't know why I thought about it today, but I got a little bit emotional about it when I thought about it. I was like, damn, that was literally only about 20 years removed from the civil rights era. And how accepting everybody was of me. The last white player since 1987 to ever play on the varsity basketball team at Oak Park High School. But at that time in 1987, for them to be so accepting, I don't know why this morning it just hit me. Because I've focused mostly on my coach at the time, who I did not appreciate, because I don't think he brought out the best in me. And I was simply the token white guy. I was the white shadow on the team. But you know what? Something happened today where I just felt like it was time to let go. And instead, focus my attention on my brothers, my basketball brothers, my teammates, who accepted me when they didn't have to. I would have understood it, looking back on it, if they had never spoken to me, if they were irritated with me, but instead they literally loved me, appreciated me, accepted me. And so I just don't understand why it's not the other way around in society. It's not something we're born with. It's a learned behavior. And almost 40 years later, obviously it's been going on for a long time, and because of social media, it's more exposed now. But I just wanted to give a shout out to the 313, to Oak Park, to all my teammates. Thank you guys so much, man. Thank you guys for accepting me, and for allowing me, because of that experience, to believe in myself, and to continue some 36 years later, both as a player and as a coach, to be able to pay it forward. And shout out to Mr. Golding, who was my 7th grade history teacher, who believed in me and showed support basically when no one else did back then. Not only for the high school team, but intercollegiately. He sent a testimonial on my behalf to my Hall of Fame coach, who I ended up playing for at San Diego Mesa College. And I later went on to play 2 more years, after 2 years of JUCO, at a 4-year. I played against NBA players, but if it had not been for my experience as a minority on the basketball team, the only white guy on the varsity basketball team, I don't know if I'd be where I am today. And so we need more of us, of all decades, of all ages, of all eras, to be better allies. And if you think about what the black and brown community has brought to us white people and to society in general, from the majority of major sports athletes are people of color, and you talk about fashion, and you talk about the music industry, in particular hip-hop and rap, and you talk about comedians. And there were some exceptions in the white space in terms of comedians that were legendary, but for the most part, they are people of color. And if you think of those 4 spaces, wow, how our lives have been enriched because of people of color. And there's others that I could go into, people that have invented the GPS and so many other areas that we use today that people in my similar spaces don't even understand how much people of color have brought to our lives as white people. Now it's time for us to return the favor.